Department of National Defense is looking at the possibility of acquiring precision-guided munitions or PGMs from Russia to further develop the FA-50PH's ground attack capability, which can be used against a variety of threat groups. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana said PGMs are quite useful as they can be delivered with quote-unquote pinpoint accuracy against ground targets by the South Korean-made FA-50PH's Fighting Eagle jet aircraft. The defense chief did not give specifics on what types of PGMs it is planning to evaluate for possible Philippine acquisition and use. The Philippine Air Force by May 31st will complete its 12 FA-50PH order from Korea Aerospace Industries worth 18.9 billion pesos. Lorenzana earlier said the Philippines is planning to acquire weapons, including advanced diesel-electric submarines from Russia.
Samantala, dumating na sa Pilipinas ang muling bahagi ng FA-50 fighter jets na binili ng pamahalaan sa Korea. Ang mga bagong jet fighters ay inaasang magpapalakas sa puwersa ng Philippine Air Force sa pangangalaga ng seguridad at kapayapaan ng bansa. May report si Lala Babilonia.
Mas lalakas na ang depensa ng Philippine Air Force sa pagprotekta ng teritoryo ng bansa at pagpapanatili ng ating kapayapaan ngayong nakumpleto na ang FA-50 fighter jets na nakuha ng pamahalaan galing Korea.
This is being utilized right now for training. Of course, this is itong ginagamit natin for the future na more advanced fighter aircrafts natin.
Mayroon ng 12 FA-50 ang Philippine Air Force. Ang mga ito naka-standby lang sakaling kailanganin sa nangyayaring engkwentro sa Marawi. Ang FA-50 fighter jets ay may kapabilidad na magpasabog ng bomba mula sa ere. Pero surgical o planado ang operasyon nito para masigurong walang madadamay na sibilyan.
As of now, ang makakasagot kasi talaga nito is yung mga area commanders talaga kung kailan nila gagamitin or kung pwede na gamitin. Kasi as we all know, ibang airstrike, it should be precise, it should be surgical in nature.
Samantala, nananawagan naman ang Philippine Air Force sa publiko na patuloy na ipagdasal ang ating mga sundalo na nagbubuwis ng kanilang mga buhay sa Marawi.
Let us try to give our full support to our people on the ground, yung mga troops natin. I'm requesting for the prayers, for the full support and continuous na panalangin na sana maging peaceful na talaga tayo lahat and we should have the cooperation of everybody.
Para sa bayan, Lala Babilonia.
Nakipagpulong si Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Cayetano sa kanyang Russian counterpart na si Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Dito, inihayag ng Russia ang pakikisimpatya sa nangyari sa terrorist attack sa Mindanao. Idiniin din ng Russia na handa itong tumulong sa paglaban sa terorismo at iligal na droga. Umaasa naman si Cayetano na matutuloy ang pagbisita sa Pilipinas ni Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev sa Nobyembre.
Bagamat napaaga ang pagbabalik ng Pangulo sa bansa mula sa pagbisita nito sa Russia, 10 kasunduan ang pinagtibay sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Russia. Kabilang na rito ang seguridad, enerhiya at kalakalan. Nagbabalik si Rocky Ignacio.
10 kasunduan ang pinagtibay ng Pilipinas at Russia kaugnay pa rin ang opisyal na pagbisita ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa Moscow. Bago bumalik ng Pilipinas, nagkaroon na ng bilateral meeting sina Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at Russian President Vladimir Putin.
We thank His Excellency President Putin for most graciously adjusting his schedule. He flew back to Moscow and met with President Duterte. The meeting lasted for more or less an hour and a half. To describe the environment in the meeting, it was really a meeting of kindred spirits or of real brotherhood. You could feel the mutual trust and admiration. The discussions were very comprehensive.
Kabilang sa mga kasunduan pinagtibay ang larangan ng seguridad, defense, energy, transportation, agriculture, trade and investment at turismo. Binigyan tuon ng dalawang lider ang paglalatag ng kahandaan laban sa banta ng terorismo kasama ng ISIS.
In fact, I think we covered everything that should have been covered in their bilateral meeting, plus other matters that came up because of the terror threats, not only in the Philippines or the threat of terrorism, but also because of the extensive experience, expertise, and knowledge in best practices of the Russian Federation in dealing with ISIS and terrorism.
Napapanahon din ang pagpapatibay ng kasunduan sa larangan ng defense cooperation.
Under this agreement, we are going to expand exchanges in terms of training, in terms of seminars, and best practices between our two countries. The purpose of this agreement is to develop defense cooperation between the parties. They will exchange views and information on defense affairs, develop relations in the field of military education, including military medicine, military history, sport, and culture.
Nauna nang hiniling ng Pangulo sa leader ng Russia ang pagkakaload ng soft loan para mapalakas pa ang counter-terrorism ng dalawang bansa. Gagawaan niya ng proposal ng Pilipinas at Russia sa usapin. Magkakaroon rin ng tulungan sa enerhiya kung saan malakas ang sektor na ito ng Russia.
The Memorandum of Agreement between the Department of Science and Technology of the Philippines and the State Atomic Energy Corporation, otherwise known as Rosatom, on cooperation in the use of nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. The general purpose of this agreement is to develop cooperation in the area of peaceful use of atomic energy in accordance with domestic laws, rules and regulations, and of course, international agreements that govern the peaceful use of atomic energy.
Ang pagkakaroon ng kasunduan ay bahagian niya ng pagpapalalim pa ng pagkakaibigan ng Pilipinas at Russia.
Terrorism, counterinsurgency, hostage rescue at iba't iba pang buwis buhay na special operations. Ito ang tungkulin ng PNP-SAF o Special Action Forces. Lihib man sa kaalaman ng iba, ang SAF ay ang tinaguriang silent operators ng ating bansa. Tinatagpa ni dating Pangulong Fidel V. Ramos, ang SAF ay 3 dekada at 4 na taon nang naglilingkod sa taong bayan. Kaya naman sa kanilang selebrasyon, tiniyak ni Police Director Benjamin Lusad na sapat ang kanilang puwersa at mas updated na ang kanilang kagamitan para ipagpatuloy ang kanilang mandato bilang tagaligtas.
We'll be coming up with more units to be able to handle yung situation natin. And so, yung pong capability enhancement program for the Special Action Force is continuing, both sa personnel, sa equipage, sa training, and everything.
Naniniwala rin ng SAF Director na mas mataas ang moral ngayon ng SAF dahil sa suportang ibinibigay ng Pangulo.
The President relies on us. He expects us to do the job that we can. Katulad po ng sinasabi ng ating Chief PNP, yung ating pong Special Action Force is the last bastion of the Philippine National Police. And so, yung pong standard na yun po ang aming iniingatan at aming ginagawa para po sa sambayanan.
Hindi naman nakadalo ang panauhing pandangal dapat na si PNP Chief Police Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa dahil nasa Russia ito, ngunit nagpaabot naman ng kanyang suporta sa tinaguriang tagaligtas ng bayan.
And for those military offenders, you will have a summary hearing of a martial court. Military, they will be subjected to military laws. And I said, I warned everybody is everybody. The members of the military, police, and everyone, do not try to challenge government. No abuses of any kind. The courts are open. You can always go to the court. But in Mindanao, the remedy of habeas corpus is not available for you. And I will detain you, this is 36 hours. That is only when everything is smooth and you are only dealing with criminals and wrongdoers. I have a serious problem in Mindanao and the ISIS has taken, the footprints are everywhere. And there are many foreigners and Caucasians looking. So they want to establish something there. But at the end of the day, I will say that I am not surprised why Lanao del Sur is also maybe in cahoots or cooperating. Lanao del Sur is the poorest province in the So in the next few months, the more available money will be used to introduce improvement of the place of every kind. We will rebuild the schools, provide livelihood, because I said poverty, or Mindanao has the highest incidence of poverty. So I am not surprised, and even the NPAs. So we have resumed the talks now. Last time was Doresa calling me, but I said I will not sign anything if there is fighting. I do not want to pick a fight with you guys, and I am referring to the NPAs. Allow me to focus the problems sa Mindanao, and maybe the spillover in the Visayas and in Luzon. If I think that the ISIS has already taken foothold also in Luzon, and terrorism is not really far behind, I might declare martial law throughout the country to protect the people.
Sir, do you think 60 days is enough, or are you looking at the possibility of going beyond 60 days?
Well, if it is not enough, I have told the Senate President who was with me, he was with my entourage in Moscow. It's just only too bad that I had to abbreviate my trip because of what happened. We would have needed the services of everybody. And let me also remind in passing that last minute when we received the news about the Philippines, I decided to abort everything and come home. I told the security guys of Russia that if there's any chance that I can just talk to President Putin, even for 15 minutes, just to say hello and goodbye, and thank him for the splendid warm welcome. But he was in another region of Russia. You know, Russia is here it's so huge and vast. Ibang parte ng Russia is in Asia. And the other end, westward, is Europe. So it expands, the expanse is really good. But he decided last minute to fly, I don't know from where. And I was just asking for 10 minutes. We had about an hour and a half. We discussed everything, economic, security, assistance. And I said, I come here not really to ask for anything, but I ask that we be friends and allow me to do trade and commerce via your country.